Welcome to the second lesson in your dance and choreography series of this unit. Last time we were looking at actions. So they were the first of the technical skills, which are the actions you use throughout any dance you do. They're likely to be using the 5 basic body actions, which are jump, travel, turn, gesture and stillness. Your task last time was to create a phrase using 2 turns, 1 moment of travel, 1 gesture, 1 minute of stillness and 2 jumps. Thank you so much to those of you that have submitted your videos or your descriptions of what you did. I've loved seeing some of you were able to do them with other members of your household. They've been really exciting phrases, and it's so nice to see different ways you've used the basic body actions, and every phrase looks so unique, so well done. Please continue to keep sending them in, and as we go they're going to start changing as we apply the next technical skill, which is dynamics. So have a think to yourself if you can remember what dynamics is. So dynamics is the way in which you do a movement, or the amount of effort and energy you put into it. So if you think about adjectives being describing words, dynamics are also kind of adjectives where they are doing the movement in different ways. So for example, if I'm going to do a simple movement like a circle of my arm, if you were to describe the dynamics, they're not particularly exaggerated. So if I do this, then you might say that it's fast and sharp. If I do this, then obviously it's slow. If I do this, then it's kind of floaty and indirect because it's not directly going there. If I do this, then it's kind of jagged and sharp. So it's ways in which you've already got these amazing movements you've chosen, but now how can you manipulate them or make them even more interesting by changing the dynamics and showing a range of different ways of moving to make your movements really original and really exciting. So let's have a go at changing our phrases by changing the dynamics. So at the end of the last video, I made a really quick phrase using the basic body actions, doing the same criteria that I asked you to do. So with my jump, I did a 1 foot to 1 foot leap here. I took it to a turn. I then did a gesture. I then turned again for the second time, did my second jump. I did my travel, sank down to my stillness. So we're going to apply the first dynamic pair, which is fast or slow. So if I'm going to use these, and each pair is a contrast, which means that they are kind of opposing each other. Think, how can I have my moments that are showing a fast dynamic, and where can I add a slow dynamic? Sometimes in the phrase you might already have fast or slow moments, but try to exaggerate them even more. So say for example, I'll do my leap fast, because I can't do that in slow motion. I'm going to do this really slow, and then I'm going to do fast gesture, a fast turn, fast jump, slow motion walk, and sink. Let's try doing it with different fast or slow moments. So I could do, again, fast leap, fast turn, here. I'm now going to go slow gesture. I'm going to go fast up. I'm going to do a fast push back, fast forwards, and then slow down to the floor and stillness. So think about how can you take the phrase that you did last week and then edit it by using either fast or slow dynamics. Have a go now before we move on to the next pair. So the next pair is acceleration and deceleration. You might have heard this relating to vehicles because it's about gaining speed or losing speed. So if we think about we're going to accelerate, then that means that we're going to be starting slowly and then building up the speed. So if you think about your phrase, it's quite difficult to do a leap slowly unless we take it into more of a travelling step, because I can do that slowly, I can't leap slowly. So I could start this slow here, and I can do my turn slow, but starting to get a little bit quicker. So I've come down here, I'm throwing, I'm rising up, can't move forwards, down. So see how it kind of started slow and then got faster. So if we try it now, starting fast and decelerating to a slower point, we are going to be here and we're going to go leap, turn, down, throw, up. I'm going slower, pushing back, slower, 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 and sink. So see how it decelerated as it went on. Try to manipulate your phrase now by slowing it up or slowing it down or speeding it up. Give it a go and feel free to use the dynamics you used previously as well. See what you get. Okay, we're going to do just one more lot of alterations now by using dynamics. And I'm going to use two pairs together because I think they go quite nicely together. So the pairs are flowing and abrupt, and also light and strong. So if I think about it, abrupt and strong can go quite well together because you're going to kind of have like very sharp, kind of heavy, strong dynamics, because then their contrast is going to be the flowing and light. So if we think about that, I could do my leap very strong and very abrupt, because I can be here, then quickly leap. Then I can then contrast that with the light and flowing turn. I can do a strong and abrupt gesture. I can then turn again. I can do another abrupt and strong, flowing and light walk, and abrupt and strong. See if you can add in some abrupt and strong, contrasting with some flowing and light. See what you get, mix them together, and send me in your phrases again so I can have a look before we move on to space next week.